Today, we honor the memory of someone who made a significant impact in their field and touched many lives. We'll reflect on their achievements, their contributions, and how they'll be remembered. Join us as we take a moment to appreciate the legacy they leave behind. Ethel Kennedy, the widow of Robert F. Kennedy and a lifelong advocate for human rights and social justice, passed away at the age of 96. Her life was marked by deep personal tragedy and a relentless commitment to improving the world around her. Born Ethel Skakel on April 11, 1928, in Chicago, Illinois, she grew up in a prominent Catholic family with 7 siblings. Raised with strong moral values, Ethel's upbringing would shape her devotion to helping those in need throughout her life. Ethel met Robert F. Kennedy while attending Manhattanville College, and the two married in 1950. Together, they had 11 children, making their family one of the largest and most public in American political history. Despite her busy home life, Ethel played a crucial role in her husband's political career. She was known for her intelligence, compassion, and humor, and was often described as the backbone of the Kennedy family. Her energy and enthusiasm during Robert's Senate campaigns and his run for the presidency were widely admired, and she became a beloved figure in her own right. In 1968, Ethel's life was shattered when Robert F. Kennedy was assassinated while running for the Democratic nomination for president. At just 40 years old, Ethel was left to raise their 11 children alone. However, rather than retreat into private life, she turned her grief into action, dedicating herself to continuing her husband's legacy of fighting for social justice and human rights. Ethel founded the Robert F. Kennedy Human Rights Organization, which became a powerful voice advocating for those who could not speak for themselves. Over the decades, Ethel Kennedy became a passionate advocate for various causes, including civil rights, environmental protection, and the rights of the poor. She traveled the world to raise awareness about issues such as apartheid in South Africa, political imprisonment, and human trafficking. Her tireless efforts earned her international respect and recognition as a powerful force for good. Ethel's commitment to social justice was not just limited to her work through the RFK Human Rights Organization. She was a frequent presence at political events, marches, and fundraisers, lending her voice and influence to causes she cared deeply about. Throughout her life, Ethel Kennedy remained devoted to her family, maintaining close relationships with her children and grandchildren. Despite the many tragedies that befell the Kennedy family, including the deaths of 2 of her sons, David and Michael, Ethel remained resilient. She continued to speak out for justice and equality, living by the values that she and Robert had shared. Ethel Kennedy's death at the age of 96 marks the end of an era for the Kennedy family and for American history. Her legacy will live on through her children, her grandchildren, and the many lives she touched through her work. As a champion of human rights, Ethel stood as a reminder that one person's passion and dedication can truly make a difference in the world. Her life was one of courage, conviction, and compassion, and she leaves behind a profound legacy that will inspire future generations. Sarah Becker, a rising star in the indie film scene, tragically passed away at the age of 34, cutting short a promising career that had only just begun to flourish. Born on June 6, 1989, in New York City, Sarah grew up in an artistic family where her love for acting was nurtured from a young age. Her parents, both involved in the creative arts, encouraged her to pursue her passion, and by the time she was a teenager, Sarah had already begun to make a name for herself in local theater productions. Sarah attended New York University's Tisch School of the Arts, where she honed her craft and developed a reputation as a fearless and versatile actress. She was known for her emotional depth and ability to disappear into her roles, a talent that would serve her well in the years to come. After graduating, Sarah transitioned from stage to screen, landing roles in several independent films that garnered critical acclaim. Her breakthrough performance came in the 2017 indie drama Faded Lines, in which she portrayed a young woman struggling with mental illness. The film, though small in scale, received rave reviews, and Serra's performance was singled out for its raw authenticity and emotional power. Critics and audiences alike were captivated by her ability to convey vulnerability and strength simultaneously, and it wasn't long before she became a sought-after talent in the indie film world. Over the next few years, Serra continued to build a strong body of work, starring in films that tackled complex themes such as addiction, trauma, and identity. She was unafraid to take on difficult roles and often sought out projects that pushed the boundaries of traditional storytelling. In 2020, she starred in The Edge of Nowhere, a psychological thriller that further solidified her reputation as one of indie cinema's brightest talents. Her ability to fully inhabit her characters, to bring a sense of truth and realism to her performances, made her a favorite among directors and audiences alike. Off-screen, Serra was known for her warmth, generosity, and deep love for the craft of acting. She was passionate about mentoring younger actors and often gave her time to local theater groups and acting workshops. Those who worked with her spoke of her kindness, her professionalism, and her unwavering dedication to her art. Sarah Becker's sudden passing at the age of 34 shocked the film industry and left a deep void in the hearts of those who knew her. Though her career was tragically cut short, her legacy will live on through the films she made and the lives she touched. Serra was an actress of immense talent and potential, and her loss is a reminder of how fleeting life can be. The indie film community, in particular, mourns the loss of one of its most promising stars, but Serra's work will continue to inspire and move audiences for years to come. Cuban reggaeton artist El Taiger, born José Manuel Carvajal Zaldívar on August 6, 1984, passed away at the age of 39, leaving behind a profound legacy in the world of Latin music. Known for his energetic performances and ability to fuse traditional Cuban rhythms with modern reggaeton beats, El Taiger was an influential figure who helped bring Latin music to a global audience. His sudden death has left fans and fellow musicians mourning the loss of an artist who was just beginning to reach the height of his career. Growing up in Havana, Cuba, El Taiger was deeply influenced by the vibrant music scene that surrounded him. As a child, he was exposed to a variety of musical genres, including salsa, son cubano, and Afro-Cuban jazz. These early influences would later shape his unique sound, blending the rich musical traditions of Cuba with the fast-paced urban energy of reggaeton. El Taiger began his musical journey in the underground music scene, quickly gaining a reputation for his raw talent and charismatic stage presence. In the early 2000s, El Taiger became a founding member of the popular Cuban reggaeton group Los Desiguales, alongside fellow artist El Príncipe. The group's fusion of reggaeton with elements of salsa, mambo, and Cuban street music helped them stand out in the increasingly crowded Latin music scene. Los Desiguales released several hit songs, including El Bicho and Mira Como Vengo, which garnered them a large following both in Cuba and internationally. As a solo artist, El Taiger continued to push the boundaries of reggaeton, experimenting with different sounds and styles. His solo work reflected his deep love for Cuban culture, while also embracing the global influence of reggaeton. In 2017, El Taiger released his hit single La Historia, which became a massive success and cemented his place as a leading figure in Latin music. The song's infectious beat and heartfelt lyrics resonated with fans worldwide, making it one of the most popular reggaeton tracks of the year. El Taiger was known not only for his music, but also for his commitment to his community and his country. Despite achieving international fame, he remained deeply connected to his Cuban roots and often spoke about the struggles of living in a country facing political and economic challenges. His music was a reflection of these experiences, often addressing themes of resilience, hope, and the Cuban spirit of survival. Throughout his career, El Taiger collaborated with some of the biggest names in Latin music, including Gente de Zona, Jacob Forever, and Yomil y El Dani. His unique sound and ability to blend different musical genres made him a sought-after collaborator, and he played a significant role in shaping the sound of contemporary Cuban reggaeton. His impact on the Latin music scene cannot be overstated, as he helped to elevate Cuban reggaeton to the global stage. Taiger's passing at the age of 39 has left a significant void in the Latin music community. His music brought joy to millions of fans around the world, and his legacy will continue to influence future generations of reggaeton artists. He was more than just a musician. He was a cultural ambassador who used his platform to showcase the beauty and resilience of Cuban culture. Tamayo Perry, a renowned professional skateboarder, passed away at the age of 42, leaving behind an indelible mark on the skateboarding community. Known for his innovative tricks and smooth style, Perry was a trailblazer in the world of skateboarding, inspiring countless young skaters with his fearless approach to the sport. His influence extended far beyond the skate parks, as he became a symbol of perseverance, creativity, and the unyielding passion for skating. Born on February 24, 1981, in Long Beach, California, Tamayo grew up in a diverse and vibrant community where he was first introduced to skateboarding. He quickly developed a love for the sport, spending hours practicing on the streets and at local skate parks. By the time he was a teenager, Tamayo had already earned a reputation for his skills, catching the attention of local skateboard shops and eventually securing his first sponsorships. His style, which combined technical precision with fluidity, made him stand out in the skateboarding world. Tamayo's rise in the skateboarding scene was meteoric. In the early 2000s, he began competing in major skateboarding competitions, earning accolades and recognition for his innovative approach to tricks. Known for his signature moves, including complex flip tricks and grinds, Tamayo became a favorite among both fans and fellow skaters. His ability to make even the most difficult maneuvers look effortless earned him a loyal following, and he quickly became one of the most respected figures in skateboarding. Beyond his competitive success, Tamayo Perry was also deeply involved in the skateboarding community. He worked tirelessly to promote the sport, particularly in underserved communities, where he believed skateboarding could serve as a positive outlet for young people. He frequently organized skateboarding clinics and workshops, offering free lessons and mentorship to aspiring skaters. Tamayo's commitment to giving back to the community was a reflection of his belief that skateboarding could change lives, just as it had changed his own. Tamayo's contributions to the skateboarding world were not limited to his performances on the board. He was also a prominent figure in skateboarding media, appearing in numerous skate videos, magazines, and documentaries. His parts in iconic skateboarding films, such as Welcome to Hell and In Bloom, are still considered some of the most influential in the sport. Tamayo's style and personality resonated with fans, and he became a beloved figure, not only for his talent, but also for his humility and kindness. In addition to his skateboarding career, Tamayo was an advocate for social justice and environmental sustainability. He often used his platform to speak out on issues that were important to him, including racial equality, climate change, and the preservation of public skate parks. His activism, combined with his contributions to skateboarding, made him a role model for a new generation of skaters who admired not just his skills, but also his character. Tamayo Perry's sudden passing at the age of 42 has left a profound void in the skateboarding world. His legacy as a skater, mentor, and advocate will live on through the countless lives he touched and the many skaters he inspired. His groundbreaking tricks, smooth style, and unwavering dedication to the sport will forever be remembered as a pivotal part of skateboarding history. Tamayo's passion for skateboarding was infectious, and his influence will continue to shape the future of the sport for years to come. Thank you for joining us as we remember a life that made a difference. If you'd like to hear more about others who shaped the world in their own way, feel free to subscribe and stay with us for more tributes.